Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be an energy check-in love reading for my dearest Scorpios. Scorpio, we're going to take a look at the person most on your mind or your current situation. And if these messages resonate with you, I am going to ask that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings. So if you're after one, I have those links down below. All right, my lovely Scorpios, let's get started. Ooh. All right, cards have a lot to say. We're going to start with your energy here. Ooh. All right, we've got the Seven of Cups in reverse, okay. Your person showing up as the Page of Cups. This person could be a water sign, it could be your age or younger. They're viewing you as the Fool in reverse, Aries energy. What you're not seeing is the King of Wands in reverse, okay? And we're seeing the Lovers card, Gemini energy. Okay, I kind of feel like this person, they might be a little bit worried with this King of Wands in reverse about commitment here, but I actually feel like that's a reflection of them viewing you in the Fool energy in reverse, like they're not sure you want to make a commitment to them. We see the Sun card, but I see this person makes you really happy, Leo energy. And with the Seven of Cups in reverse, I feel like you're getting really clear, Scorpio, about this person, about how you feel. You have really sweet feelings. You miss them. You want to be with them. We see the Magician energy in reverse. Some of you, we have Mercury retrograde coming up. So for some of you, that's going to be a time frame here where you get clarity from this person or you hear from this person if you haven't heard from them in a bit. But I kind of feel like my Scorpios with the Magician energy in reverse, you might be doubting if you have what it takes to make this person happy. Again, especially if there's something like an age difference or something like that. Like you might be like, maybe I'm not their person. Maybe they're not that into me. But I kind of feel like that's just self-doubt creeping in. But I do think like you're kind of taking your time here, getting clear, not taking action, not communicating at this time. And you're viewing them as the Seven of Wands in reverse. So some of you, you're worried that they're pushing you away or that they have pushed you away. Okay, so I kind of get some insecurities cropping up here, Scorpio, with this connection. And again, it doesn't have to be because there's an age difference. It just could be those normal insecurities that show up when we're not really sure how somebody feels about us, right? So with the Page of Cups, I do feel like this person is sweet. I do think that they are open to moving this connection along. All right, with the Ace of Wands in reverse, see, I think this person's worried about rejection here. And for some of you, this person might feel like they're not where they need to be, Scorpio, to make you happy. I kind of get this energy of you two mirroring each other, and I'm giving an age different as an example. Like the younger person might be like, oh, I'm not established enough, or, I don't have as much experience as Scorpio does. And Scorpio, if you're like the older person, you might be like, I might be too old for this person. They're like young and they're hot or something like that. But it doesn't have to be that scenario, but I'm kind of getting like two people whose insecurities are getting the best of them. Now, for some of you, this person, you may or may not know this, but this person may be rejecting a third party here in order to be with you. Maybe they already have. But I'm also seeing here with the Fool in reverse, I'm seeing that this person is seeing you that way. Like you're not really willing to take a leap of faith here with them. Again, that's probably their insecurities cropping up. Yeah, but then there's a part of them that really wants you to. You could have Aries in your chart. There's a part, I think they're 50-50 about whether or not you're going to take a chance on them, Scorpio. And look at that, the Page of Cups. You two have a very sweet energy. And there's a sweet energy between the two of you, and they see something in you that they have themselves and vice versa. A lot of you, I feel like this is a really new connection, okay? It's like maybe you've just been on a date or two with this person. Of course, trust your intuition. You know your story better than I do. But behind the scenes, we see the King of Wands in reverse. Okay, we see the Ten of Swords. Some of you, this person has put an end or is ready to put an end to being a player, okay? If they have player tendencies or they were a player in their, previous life, pre-Scorpio lifetime, I do think this person might be a little, if they know they need to make something up to you here, they might be a little bit worried about their next communication. Yeah, but they're building up that strength and courage, that Leo energy. They're building up that strength and courage to come towards you, to talk to you. the Lover's card. See, I see you two coming into union. I actually see this being a very sexy connection. The Hierophant card in reverse. You might be very different from one another. And we see the King of Cups. So you have a love offer coming in, but it's going to be up to you to decide, Scorpio, if you think you see longevity here with this person or not. With the Judgment card, I can see two people here who are questioning their judgment. I think this person is worried that maybe they've missed an opportunity with you. They might be worried you're going to reject them. Again, you might be feeling that way. So I just get this really strong mirroring energy from you two. This person has an adventurous spirit, so they are going to take that risk, that leap of faith. But they, they have been non-committal. And I'm wondering here, with this non-committal energy, like if they're willing to take a risk and try commitment here with you, Scorpio, I think you're making them feel that way. All right, and in the near future, I feel like you're going to be getting communication, or you're going to be having a very telling conversation with this person. All right, let's see. What else do my Scorpios, what do they want my Scorpios to know? I'm ready to find my life partner and settle down. Yeah, so this person may have been a player, and there's something about you, Scorpio, or maybe not a player, just sort of non-committal. But there's something about you that's making them rethink who they are or what they want. And we see using you. Stop. Maybe I have some ulterior motives. Do you think I might be taking advantage of you? Some of my Scorpios, you might be worried about that. Okay, I don't think this person is necessarily, but there could be a little bit of that sprinkled in. Or maybe if they thought in the beginning that this was just going to be something fun, or they could just, have a romp, or they could, have somebody take them out to dinner or something, get a free meal out of it or something, and like they're falling in love with you. I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly that, Scorpio, because it seems kind of low vibe, but like I feel like they didn't think they didn't expect to have these feelings for you. And we see abusive. I know you don't deserve to be treated like this, but I'm acting out a pattern of abuse that's really deeply rooted in me. So big heads up, if that is the case, Scorpio, send this person packing, okay? But for a lot of you, I'm not going to be reading this as this person being abusive, okay? I'm reading that this person may be acting out patterns that are deeply ingrained in them that may not be particularly healthy. And I see that with the King of Wands in reverse, but I see this person wanting to put an end to that. I am not talking about physical abuse. I want to be very, very clear about that, okay? Physical abuse is an absolute no. It's an absolute deal breaker, okay? No ifs, ands, or buts, no questions asked. There's no way I'm saying that it's okay, that you should give somebody a chance who is being, abusive to you mentally, emotionally, or physically, okay? I just want to be really clear. But I'm reading this more as this person's patterns of possibly being non-committal. And like I said, they didn't expect to catch these feelings for you, Scorpio, okay? Let's get some final messages, advice, and guidance. All right, we see reassess. So you're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what brings you joy and who and what doesn't. It's time for some life cleanup. All right, and so it's really taking stock of this person as well, this relationship. Does it bring you joy? I think for a lot of my Scorpios it does, all right? But not if there's any abuse here. Not if there's betrayal, if there's abuse. All right, I'm going to leave it here, Scorpios, sending you love and light. Take care.